Hello everyone and welcome. In this session, we will cover the fundamentals of DeFi using the same structure as we have in DeFi learning modules of XCAN. We will focus on clarity and first principles understanding so you can build a solid mental model before you start further. We will move from what DeFi is to how Arbitrum improves usability, then to decentralized exchanges, yield vaults, and the core risks and safeguards. At the end, I will also mention how you can mint your NFT certificate once you complete the module. Now let's start with the fundamentals. So what exactly is DeFi? DeFi replaces intermediaries with smart contract computer programs that automatically follow the rules. Core ideas in simple terms that it's decentralized. So there is no single controller and it's open to anyone online. Also, it's transparent and very designed so you can see what's happening and different apps can work together like building blocks. This means markets can run 24 by 7 and new features can be created quickly with rules written in the code. Now you might wonder how this compares to traditional finance. This brings us to a key comparison. Centralized finance relies on institutions that hold your funds and set hours. Decentralized finance puts you in control of keys and lets you use your applications directly. Centralized systems can be convenient but add fees and limits. Decentralized systems are open all day, transparent, and give you control paired with responsibility to keep your wallet safe. Layer 2 on Arbitrum, simply put, bundles many transactions to cut cost and speed things up, while still anchoring to Ethereum for security. Because Arbitrum is compatible with common Ethereum tools, things feel familiar. Lower costs make smaller actions and more frequent updates realistic. To actually use these systems, you will need the right tools. To get started, you will need a wallet. A wallet helps you to store your private key and sign transactions. Your seed phrase is the ultimate recovery mechanism. Keep it offline or private. Switching networks changes which chain you read balances from and where transactions are broadcast. When moving assets, a deposit locks token on layer 1 and credits them on layer 2. Withdrawals reverse that flow and include a challenge period, typically of optimistic rollups. This design preserves security assumptions while enabling low fee activity on layer 2. Always verify official bridge endpoints. Once you are set up, let's understand how smart contracts works is essential. At the core, all DeFi interactions are smart contracts. EBIs are interfaces that define functions and parameters. Read calls return information without changing state. Write transactions modify state and consume gas. ERC20 transfers rely on balance and allowance. You can approve a protocol to spend a specific amount via transfer from function, a pattern that powers swaps, lending deposits, and staking flows. Event logs make outcomes auditable. On layer 2, its reduced cost make these interactions economical for smaller amounts and more frequent actions. Now that we understand the basics, let's explore how trading actually works. The most common way to trade in DeFi is through decentralized exchanges or DEXs. There are two main types of DEXs that work differently. First, we have automated market maker AMMs, which use pools of two tokens and a simple rule that keeps the pool balanced. When one side of the pool goes down, then other side of the pool goes up, and that sets the price. It's important to understand that bigger trades move the price more, which is what we call slippage. Despite this, AMMs are easy to use and always available, which makes them popular. The second type is order books, which work like traditional exchanges. They match buyers and sellers directly. Order books give you more precise control with limit orders, but they are more complex to use and need active liquidity to work well. So, knowing the difference between these two types helps you choose what fits your needs best. When you look at the DeFi landscape on Arbitrum, you will see several major players. On Arbitrum, you will find several major protocols. Let's start with Uniswap v3, which uses concentrated liquidity. This feature lets liquidity providers choose specific price range for their money, which helps them target where most trading happens. As a result, this increases their efficiency and fees earning. Moving on, SushiSwap offers a broader platform that combines AMM trading with other DeFi services all in one place. Additionally, there are native DEXs like GMX and Camelot that were built specifically for Arbitrum. These protocols are designed to take advantage of the low fees environment. Because of these lower fees, more actions become practical. Specifically, you can manage positions more carefully, set better slippage protection, and make small trades worthwhile. These benefits apply to both liquidity providers and traders. Understanding how these work in practice is key. For swaps, you need to set several parameters. First, choose how much you want to put in. Next, set the minimum amount you are willing to receive. This is important because it protects you if the price moves during the trade. You can also choose the route if needed, and you should set a short time limit so the trade doesn't execute later at worst price. Now let's talk about providing liquidity. When you provide liquidity, you add equal value of two tokens to a pool. In return, you receive LP tokens, which serve as your receipt for owning a portion of that pool. The benefit is that you earn a share of all trading fees from that pool. However, there is a risk if the two tokens price move apart, your portion might be worth less than holding both the tokens separately. This is called impermanent loss. The amount of this loss depends on several factors: pool size, price volatility, and the fee level the pool uses. Beyond trading, there is another way to earn in DeFi. Vaults are smart contracts that track deposits and give users shares. Think of shares as representing ownership portions, like slice of a pie. These vaults are automated strategy to grow the pool over time. Here is how it works. You deposit tokens and receive shares in return. Initially, one token might equal one share. As the pool grows and strategies generate returns, each share can become worth more than it was before. When you want to monitor vault performance, you should check several key metrics. Total assets shows how much money is in the vault. Price per share shows how much each share is worth at given time. APY is the yearly return percentage that tells you the potential annual earnings. TVL stands for the total value locked and shows how big the pool or ecosystem is. Now, it's worth noting that vaults come in different types. Simple single token vaults are easier to understand and starts with. Advanced multi-strategy vaults perform more complex operations with multiple strategies. You should choose based on your comfort level with risk and complexity. As we wrap up, let's talk about risk and how to keep learning. Understanding risk in DeFi is important. The main risk includes several types. First, there is impermanent loss. which happens when two tokens in a pool change prices in different directions. Second, there are smart contract risks, which include code bugs or missing permission checks that could allow unauthorized access. The good thing is that smart contract auditing can help find these issues before real funds are involved. Another area of risk involves price oracles, which provide price information to smart contracts. This can be attacked, but there are defenses available. Defenses include using time-weighted averages that smooth out sudden price changes, using multiple sources instead of relying on just one, and implementing safety switches that can stop operations if something looks wrong. When you are reviewing DeFi systems, there is a method to follow. Start by understanding the whole system first. Then look for external calls and special roles with extra permissions. Make sure state updates happen before sending funds anywhere, and whenever possible, prefer simple designs over complicated ones. For your learning journey, here is a recommended flow. Study the theory first to build your foundation, then use the glossary whenever you encounter terms like impermanent loss, audits, oracle, and TVL. Finally, use quizzes to confirm your understanding of the material. When you finish the DeFi module, you can mint your NFT certificate, which you can find in NFT page on XCAN platform. You now have a clear picture of DeFi basics. You understand what DeFi is, how Arbitrum improves the experience, and how DEXs and vaults work, and how to think about risk. On XCAN, we have the glossary available. Take the quizzes and progress at your own pace. Thanks for watching.